Hello my crafty friends. Today I am sharing part 2 of my video showing alternates for the April 2020 paper pumpkin kit that is called My Wonderful Family. I hadn't yet subscribed to Paper Pumpkin in April, but I found an online listing for someone who was selling their kit and I snagged it and I'm thrilled with it. It makes 8 cards. 4 of them are in my first video, which I will link in the description box below. And then I made these additional 4. The kit does make 8 cards, and I didn't stretch it too far beyond the 8, although I have leftover embellishments that I can use to make others. But I've talked about it before with the paper pumpkin kits. I love the envelopes. So there's this beautiful, nice quality envelope with the printed flap on it, matches the cards, and so I try not to cut them apart and use the printed paper because they're such nice quality. The card base came with this piece printed on it, which matches the envelope. All of that scoring was done. It was intended to be a Z-fold and then you decorate it the way you choose. Normally when I do a Z-fold card, I'm adding a panel, something to center on the front, so it's a bit of a surprise. But I really liked the measurements on these ones. I did 2 of these ones a little bit differently. I didn't do the panel on the front. So this beautiful leafy sprig, that came in the kit as one of the embellishments. I tied on a little bit of Stampin' Up! Seam binding there. You can see there's a little bit of wink of Stella shining on the leaves. This one is a partial sprig that I cut apart. And then I added the majestic confetti from Studio Katia. The label came in the kit. And the Celebrate is from Birthday Greetings by Studio Katia. The pretty pattern paper, that is that paper, as we refer to it on Facebook. It is called Eucalyptus by Paper Studio, and it's available at Hobby Lobby. We don't have Hobby Lobby here in Canada, but a lovely lady named Marilyn sent me some in November as just a random act of kindness, which absolutely meant the world to me, and I'm loving the paper and I'm using it. I'm not hoarding it. So I added panels to each side here and a little strip there, and then an 1/8 inch strip of cardstock cut using a die from the Stamp Market. The birds came in the paper pumpkin kit, and there's another single leaf that I cut away from this sprig. This belated happy birthday stamp is from Happiest of Birthdays, also from Stampin' Up! I'm pretty organized and I don't usually miss birthdays. This card is actually for our Your Next Stamp design team coordinator. She just kind of snuck her birthday in the list, and not until after her birthday was passed. So I noticed that and I will be sending this to her. So even though her birthday is passed, now I know when it is, and next year her birthday card will not be late. So there is this card here, and then I did another one. They started out the same. They started out with the white panels, the Z-fold, and the printed panel here. But inside, I made them look completely different. What came with the April paper pumpkin is the label, the banner, the butterflies. I love this yellow. I absolutely love this yellow. I think it's a Stampin' Up! Crushed curry color. And then the treetop also came in the kit, as well as these butterflies and the tree trunk. I stamped this image twice, once here and once here on either side of that score line, and that gave me a nice big tree in the center, and then just used a handmade cloud mask and ground mask and blending brushes to lightly ink a sky and the ground, room there to sign our name. Now the bear and You Are On My Mind, you probably recognize those. They are from the December paper pumpkin kit, and I had used up all of the bears that came in the kit, but this was an included stamp. So I stamped a whole sheet of them and used my scan and cut to cut them out. And I don't know, there's something about this bear with his little curly chest hair and his expression. He just makes me happy. So I used him on this card, and the You Are On My Mind, I love that sentiment as well. So to send out for Happy Mail. I colored this bear in with my chameleon alcohol markers and then added some highlights with the white gel pen, and his nose also is shiny. So I love that with the same card base, you get a completely different looking card. Now the envelope on this one has the stamped tree and butterflies. The envelope for this one, I use the negative portion of the leaf and blending brushes and just lightly inked a coordinating leaf envelope there. My third Z-fold card, so this was the last one of these lighter green ones that I had left. I didn't put anything on the front because it's a sympathy card, so I like them to be a little more understated, but because I had added some pink, I did add a little bit of pink here on the envelope flap and inked the edges. And then this is my sympathy Z-fold card. So I did add the panel across the front, so it changes the look of these Z-fold cards completely. The pattern paper is a package that I've had for a while. It is from Kaisercraft, and it actually has a sheet of succulents that you fussy cut and then layer paper towel style. So this has got 3 layers on there. I just used thin foam tape to adhere them together. There's a pearlized doily underneath the succulent, and then just some more little cut aparts that I fussy cut from the pattern paper sheet. Sending Caring Thoughts Your Way is from Hero Arts, and this pattern paper is the same as this pattern paper on the succulent, and it is from the Greenhouse collection by Kaisercraft. So those are the 3 Z-fold cards, and then I only had one card base left to make up, and that was this one. So it has the darker green envelope flap, and it was supposed to be a gatefold, so this dark green was another flap, but I adhered it down. I didn't even cut it off. I just folded it over, used my bone folder to make that nice and firm, and then adhered it flat down to the white card base. I cut a narrow strip of the yellow paper from the same piece that the fishtail banners were on, and wishing you the happiest of birthdays. That is a Stampin' Up! Stamp from the Happiest of Birthdays stamp set. So the layout on this card was actually inspired by one I saw online by Elizabeth Price. I liked the way she had just utilized this printed floral image here with the sprigs, and I think she added a lot more birds. I kept mine at 4 with a butterfly and then some sparkles inside the flowers. And the Celebrate is from a much older paper pumpkin kit. It is from the May 2015 paper pumpkin kit. And it was actually the first paper pumpkin kit I had ever bought. And I love that the paper pumpkin comes with stamp sets that you can keep on using even after you've used up the kit items. So a birthday card for my stash, and I used up the majority of the paper pumpkin kit. There are some of the tree trunks left over, 2 of the sprigs, a few butterflies and birds, and I will be able to use them on cards coming up. If you enjoyed my alternate paper pumpkin projects today, please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my cards. And that's it for me today.